Hello friends, welcome to Kavish IAS, Converting Possibilities into Reality. So today is 28th of May 2023 and we had our UPSC Prelims exams. Hope you all had prepared well and did a great job in your examinations. So let us now try to solve some of the questions of the environment section of IAS Prelims 2023. So let's go ahead. One question was asked. Consider the following heavy industries: fertilizer plants, oil refineries, and steel plants. And the question is, green hydrogen is expected to play a significant role in decarbonizing how many of the above industries? So first we need to know what is green hydrogen. Green hydrogen is obtained by electrolysis of water or splitting of water. That will produce hydrogen and oxygen. This hydrogen is being used as fuel. Okay, and how is this splitting taking place? By using renewable energy sources. That is solar energy or wind energy. Using them, we can split water into hydrogen and oxygen. So which industries will use them? Fertilizer plants, that means factories for making fertilizer, oil refineries, steel plant. The answer is all of the three. Okay, all of three are using oil refineries. Oil refineries means IOC is one of the examples, that is Indian Oil Corporation. They are also using green hydrogen. So for this question, the answer will be all three. Let us now move on to the next question. Next is, consider the following statements. In India, biodiversity management committees are key to the realization of the objectives of the Nagoya Protocol. What is Nagoya Protocol? Nagoya Protocols have three objectives: conservation of biological diversity, sustainable use of its components, and then it is the fair and equitable sharing of the benefits arising from the use of genetic resources. Genetic resources mean we can identify or study their DNA or their genes to know about their status or to find out an evolutionary linkage. Okay, so these are the three important points. So the first point, biodiversity management committees are key to the realization of the objectives of Nagoya Protocol. They have similar objectives. Okay, so one will be true. This could be an option, this could be an option. Two only, and neither one nor two will not be the options. The biodiversity management committees have important functions in determining access and benefit sharing, including power to levy collection fees on the access of biological resources within its jurisdiction. So this point is also right. So both 1 and 2 are right. This is the answer, C. Now let us move on to the next question. With reference to Earth's atmosphere, which one of the following statements is correct? Which is correct statement? The total amount of insolation received at the equator is roughly about 10 times of that received at the poles. Now, what is insolation? First of all, we need to understand what is insolation. Insolation is defined as the thermal radiation received from the sun per unit surface area of the Earth. Means whatever the radiation Earth is receiving at a given area. Whatever the radiation from sun it is receiving, that is insolation. So the first point is, in equator it is 10 times higher than that of the poles. So we have a data over here. In the tropics means areas near the equator. Okay, here this is the amount of energy that is received through insolation, 320 watt per meter square, whereas in the poles it is 70 watt. If it's 10 times, this should have been 700, but this is only 320. So the first point is wrong. Infrared rays constitute roughly 2/3 of the radiation. So we have another data where the infrared actually constitute only 49.4. That means somewhere around 50% or half. Okay. So 2/3 means 2/3 is actually 66%. So this statement is also wrong. Infrared waves are largely absorbed by water vapor that is concentrated in the lower atmosphere. Yes, this is right. Water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, and other trace gases can absorb the infrared radiations. Okay. Fourth point, infrared waves are a part of visible spectrum of electromagnetic waves of the solar radiation. So even if you don't know this answer, and if you know the other three, you can answer. Infrared are not a part of visible range. They are not, because visible range is from violet to red. This is our visible range. Okay. Infrared is beyond red. Here it is, infrared. So this point is also wrong. So answer C is the correct answer. Next question. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. The soil in tropical rainforest is rich in nutrients. This sentence is not right. Why? Because intense withering causes these soils to be nutrient poor. What is withering? Getting deprived of, or getting withstanding, basically withstanding or tolerating. Okay, so tropical rainforests are tolerating sun, they're tolerating sun, they're tolerating heavy rain, everything. So there might be some availability of nutrient, but that is getting drained. Okay, so ultimately they are not nutrient rich, they are nutrient poor. So this point is wrong. The high temperature and moisture of tropical rainforests cause dead organic matter in the soil to decompose quickly. Yes, this sentence is right. They decompose quickly. They increase the nutrient. That's true, but ultimately this nutrient is washed off. So this is right, this is false. What is the option over here? Both statements wrong. Both statements again wrong. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. Wrong. Statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. This is right answer. Let us now see the next question. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. The temperature contrast between continents and oceans is greater during summer than in winter. The specific heat of water is more than that of land surface. What are the options over here? Both statements 1 and 2 are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation for statement 1. Both statements 1 and 2 are correct, and statement 2 is not the correct explanation for statement 1. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. Statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. So what do these two statements actually mean? Okay, let us first come to statement 2. The specific heat of water is more than that of land. What is specific heat? We need to understand that first. It is the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of a substance by 1 Celsius degree or 1 degree Celsius. So you have something over here. Okay, it could be land or it could be water. It could be any other thing, wood or anything. Okay. The specific heat is the amount of heat that would be required to raise the temperature by 1 degree centigrade in 1 gram of matter. That is specific heat. Now, if specific heat is high, that means you need more heat to make this change. Increase the temperature of 1 degree centigrade in 1 gram of matter. If the specific heat is high, okay, that means more amount of heat needs to be given. That means to make the temperature, make the object hotter, you need more time. To make the object hotter, you need more time because you need more heat. Okay. Similarly, to make the object cooler also, need to lose more heat to be lost. That also means more time. Okay. So here comes another important point. The specific heat of water is greater than that of dry soil. Dry soil means the soil when there is no water. Therefore, water both absorbs and releases heat more slowly than land. This is what I was trying to make clear because its specific heat is higher. So, if the specific heat of water is higher, it will need more time. That means specific heat of water is more than that of land. This statement is correct. Now for the first point, let us draw here. This is land. This is water. Okay, this is land. These are trees. This is losing heat very easily. Easily losing heat. This is water or ocean. It's taking time. So there will be a point where there will be more temperature difference, specifically in the night. Okay, there will be more temperature difference. That's why sentence 1 is also correct. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation for statement 1. This question is also done. Let us now move on to the next question of environmental section. With reference to coal-based thermal power plants in India, consider the following statements. None of them uses seawater. This sentence is not right because there is a thermal power plant in our country called the Mundra Thermal Power Station, which is situated in Gujarat, Kutch district. Okay. And they are using seawater only. In the coastal area, this place is situated. So this point is not right. Next is none of them is set up in a water stressed district. This is also not correct. This cannot be correct. See, we have water stressed places like Gujarat, places of Gujarat, Maharashtra, and many more. That means, is it like there are no thermal power plants, coal-based thermal power plants? It's not possible. There are. So this point is also incorrect. Third is none of them is privately owned. This is also incorrect. This one, Mundra Thermal Power Station itself is owned by Adani Power, which is a private authorization. So this is all the three are incorrect. How many of the above statements are correct? None. This is the correct answer. Okay. Let us now move on to the next question. Wolbachia method is sometimes talked about with reference to which of the following? Wolbachia method, controlling the viral diseases spread by mosquitoes, converting crop residues into packing material, producing biodegradable plastics, or producing biochar from thermochemical conversion of biomass. So first we need to know what is Wolbachia method. It is a bacteria. Wolbachia is a bacteria. Okay. Now there is a mosquito, Aedes aegypti, which carries viruses like dengue, Zika, chikungunya, and yellow fever. We know that we get diseased because of them. Okay, so Aedes can also be infected with Wolbachia. Okay, and what Wolbachia does is it does not let these bad viruses survive. It kills them. They act in opposite directions. Okay, so if we take the mosquitoes with Wolbachia and they reproduce, increase in number, what will happen? These will fight with these bad viruses. Mosquitoes won't be infected with these viruses. So as a result, the percentage for people with infection of dengue, Zika, chikungunya, and yellow fever will decrease. Okay, so this is the correct answer. This is what the Wolbachia method is. Let us move on to the now. Next question. Here it is. Consider the following pairs: Cepheids, nebulae, pulsars. There are objects in space and their descriptions written. We have to find out the correct pair basically. How many of the above pairs are correctly matched? We need to find that. Cepheids are giant clouds of dust and gas in space. This is it, Cepheids. Okay, this one is correct. Let us mark this one. Nebulae, stars which brighten and dim periodically. No, this is not the correct explanation. Nebulae are rather neutron stars that are formed when massive stars run out of fuel and collapse. This is the correct explanation. Whereas for pulsar, this is the right explanation. So only one of them is correct. How many of the above pairs are correctly matched? Only one. Answer A is the correct answer. Next question. Consider the following statements regarding mercury pollution. Gold mining activity is a source of mercury pollution in the world. This is right. Coal-based thermal power plants cause mercury pollution. Coal-based thermal power plants called mercury pollution. This is also right. There is no known safe level of exposure to mercury. This is not right. We have this data. See, the recommended airborne exposure limit, REL, is 0.05. Whereas if a person is working over a time period of 10 hours, it will be 0.1 mg per meter cube. Okay. This is the safety level and the person should not be exposed more than this. So this point is incorrect. How many of the above statements are correct? Only two. Answer B is the correct option. Next, consider the following statements. Once the central government notifies an area as community reserve, the chief wildlife warden of the statement becomes the governing authority of such forest. This is correct. Hunting is not allowed in such areas. This is obviously correct. Otherwise, why will you call it a reserve? Okay. People of such area are allowed to collect non-timber forest produce. What is non-timber means? Non-wood. It is also allowed. Why non-wood? If you are collecting wood, that means you are cutting tree. So this option is for non-timber. Such products. This is cane. For such products, they can harvest. People of such area are allowed traditional agricultural practices. So this point is also correct. How many of the above statements are correct? All four. Correct answer. Okay. Next question. Consider the following statements. The Government of India provides minimum support price for Niger, that is Gwizotia abyssinica seeds. These are edible. Now, what is minimum support price? MSP. This is the price at which products would directly be bought from the farmers. Products will directly be bought from the farmers if the open market price, the normal market price, are less than the cost incurred. If the farmer is producing them at a certain cost, say C, and the market price is less than C or less than C. C is more. That means the farmer will have a loss. The government doesn't want that. Okay. As a result, what it has done is we can buy it directly from the farmer so that they are not in the loss. So this is right. This one is correct. Okay. This has been done for Niger seeds. Niger is cultivated as kharif crop. What is a kharif crop? It is a monsoon crop or autumn crop. This is also correct. Correct answer. Some tribal people in India use Niger seed oil for cooking. This is also correct. Not only tribal people, now commercial companies are also doing this. Okay, this is also correct. How many of the above statements are correct? All three. Correct answer is C. Next question. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. Marsupials are not naturally found in India. What are marsupials? First of all, these are pouched mammals like this, kangaroo and all. Number 2 is marsupials can thrive only in montane grasslands with no predators. What is montane? Montane means grasslands of the mountain area, high mountain areas or the meadows. This point is not correct. Okay, they are also found in such areas, dry scrub or desert habitats, forest and tropical rainforest as well, not only in mountains. Okay. And this is also correct. This one, marsupials are not naturally found in India. They are not naturally found. They can be migrated, they can be poached, but not naturally found. Okay. So this is correct, this is incorrect. Which is the correct option? Both statements 1 and 2 are correct. Not. Both statements 1 and 2 are correct and not the correct explanation. This is also not the answer. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. This is correct. Okay. So for 82, answer C is the correct answer. This is the next point. Invasive Species Specialist Group, that is ISSG, develops Global Invasive Species Database. Global Invasive Species Database. Belongs to which of the following organizations? The IUCN. This is IUCN. International Union for Conservation of Nature. United Nations Environment Programme. UNEP. This is not the answer. UNW. United Nations World Commission for Environment and Development. This is also incorrect. The Worldwide Fund for Nature, WWFN. Incorrect. This is the correct answer. IUCN. Okay. Next question. Consider the following fauna. Long-tailed macaque, this one. Malabar civet, this one. And sambar deer, this one. Somber deer is also pronounced. Okay. How many of the above are generally nocturnal or most active after sunset? Means they are not active in the day. This example, I have used this example so that you can see from the picture it is diurnal. There is sunlight coming from this side. Okay. So long lion-tailed macaque is not the correct answer. Malabar civet, this one. See, it is nocturnal. This photo has been clicked in the night. This is anyway nocturnal. Somber deer, it's not nocturnal, it's diurnal. So only one, A. A is the correct answer. Then this one. Which of the following organisms perform waggle dance for others of their kin, means of their own species, to indicate the direction and distance to a source of their food? Which one? We know this is honeybee. This is waggle dance. This one. Like this, then they will go like this and this. This straight line is the direction of food or nectar. This is waggle dance. Okay, like this, like 8. Honeybee is the answer. Waggle dance is only being performed by honeybee. Okay. Next question. Consider the following statements. Some mushrooms have medicinal properties. Some mushrooms have psychoactive properties. Some mushrooms have insecticidal properties. Some mushrooms have bioluminescent properties. How many of the statements are correct? Mushroom with medicinal properties. This one, lion's mane. This can be treated for Alzheimer's disease. There are many more mushrooms like that. Lion's mane for Alzheimer's disease. With psychoactive properties causing hallucinations. This one, probably we all have seen this one in our locality. This is psilocybin, hallucinations. Okay. They have insecticidal properties, Amanita muscaria. Okay. Another one is bioluminescent properties. These are only found in the forests, not in urban locality. This one, hunting mushroom. Many more examples are also there. So all the points are correct. How many of the above statements are correct? All 4. D is the correct answer. Consider the following statements regarding the Indian squirrel. This is the Indian squirrel. For reference, I have added this photo. They build nests by making burrows in the ground. This point is incorrect, absolutely incorrect. They live in the trees. They are arboreal. They live in trees. Why will they make burrows then? Then why are they living in the trees? Okay, this point is incorrect. They store their food materials like nuts and seeds in the ground. This is also incorrect. If they're not making their burrows in the ground, if they're not living in the ground, why will they store their food in the ground? They are omnivorous. This point is correct. They eat seed, fruit, small insects, okay, small, very small mammals and reptiles, very small reptiles as well. So this point is correct. How many of the above statements are correct? Only one. This is the correct answer. Consider the following statements. Some microorganisms can grow in temperatures with temperature above the boiling point of water. What is the boiling point of water? 100 degree centigrade. There are some thermophiles, means temperature loving, heat loving. Philes means loving. Okay, so heat loving bacteria, archaebacteria, that can grow in 110 degree centigrade as well. Okay, some microorganisms can grow in environments with temperature below the freezing point of water. What is the freezing point of water? It's 0 degree. So yes, they are called psychrophiles. Okay, some microorganisms can grow in highly acidic environment with pH below 3. These are called extreme acidophiles. Acidophiles means living below the pH of acid. Like even pH 5 is also acidic. Below 7 is acidophile. Extreme acidophiles means below 3. All the 3 points are correct. How many of the above statements are correct? All 3. C is the answer. Which one of the following makes a tool with a stick to scrape insects from a hole in a tree or a log of wood? This one. Orangutan. This is the correct answer. Okay. Sloth bears are very slow to do such a laborious work. They will not do it. Okay. This needs intelligence. Orangutans are primates. They are intelligent than the others. They can do it. This is the correct answer. Consider the following: aerosols, foam agents, fire retardants, lubricants. In the making of how many of the above are hydrofluorocarbons used? Means HFC. Hydrofluorocarbons are used in making which of them? This one also, this one, this one, this one. For all of them. So all four is the correct answer. Done. Let us come to this one. Consider the following trees: jackfruit, mahua, teak. How many of the above are deciduous trees? What are deciduous trees? Which lose their leaves, not evergreen. Okay, how many of them are deciduous trees? Jackfruit is evergreen, it's not deciduous, so this is not. Mahua is this one. This is deciduous. Teak, this one. This is also deciduous. So only two will be the answer. Okay. This question now. Consider the following statements. India has more arable area than China. What is arable area? Arable area is plowable area that can be plowed to grow crops. That is arable area. Okay. India has more arable area than China. We have a data over here. India has 179 million hectares versus 165 million hectares in China. So this point is correct. The proportion of irrigated area is more in India as compared to China. This is incorrect. See, come here. China has 69 million hectares as compared to 67 in India. So this point is incorrect. The average productivity per hectare in Indian agriculture is higher than that in China. This is also incorrect because in China it's 4.7, whereas in India it's around 3. So this point is also incorrect. How many of the above statements are correct? Only one. Option A. This one now. Which of the following is the best example of repeated falls in sea levels giving rise to present day extensive marshland? This is a marshland. We know marshland. What is marshland? Salt areas. Coastal salt areas near the sea. Okay. So if the sea level drops, coastal area or the salt marsh area will increase. Okay. So falls in sea level giving rise to present day extensive marshland, salt area. Which of them is the answer? This one. Marakkanam salt pans. This is in the Puducherry beach. This one. Okay. Ilmenite and rutile, abundantly available in certain coastal tracts of India, are rich sources of which one of the following? Aluminium, copper, iron, titanium. Iron. These are actually iron ores. We can take out iron from this. So iron, option C is the correct answer. About 3/4 of world's cobalt, a metal required for the manufacture of batteries for electric motor vehicles, is produced by which one of them? This one. The Democratic Republic of the Congo. They are producing 1,30,000 million tons, metric tons, sorry. This is the correct answer. The Democratic Republic of Congo. Which one of the following is a part of the Congo Basin? Congo Basin is in Africa. We know that. So the Congo Basin spans across 6 countries: Cameroon, Central African Republic, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, and Gabon. So we have Cameroon from the answer. A is the answer. So friends, these were the questions from the environmental section from the GS paper for UPSC 2023. Hope you found your answers correctly over here. If you have any doubts and any confusions, you can contact us in this number. You can join our academy as well. That is Kavish IAS, Converting Possibilities into Reality. We carry on our online and offline classes. Both the classes and our offline classes are being carried on in Hazra Road, Kolkata. Okay. If you have any other doubts, any other query, you can also call us. You can also type in the chat box. So thank you till then. Have a great day. Hope you had a good examination today and best of luck. Thank you.